I have peered from the casement in wonder at the mouldering meadows around, at the many-roofed village laid under the curse of a grave-girdled ground, and from rows of white urn-carven marble I listen intently for sound.
Here we go. Welcome to part 3 of the tier list preview of the April 1926 issue of Weird Tales magazine on the Century Read Weird Tales show. I'm non-Euclidean Chris, and I'm here with my partners in Theosophical Exploration, Cyclopean Chris, Chthonian Finn, and Darksome Marcus, broadcasting from 6 feet under to the 6 inches between your ears.
This is the podcast in which we go 100 years back in time and browse through the hoary and crumbly pages of the publication Weird Tales magazine, sitting in the newsstands of April 1926. By the way, it was a super great month in which a crazy Irish lady tried to take out Benito Mussolini for, quote, the glory of God.
Hallelujah. Yeah, she pulled the trigger 3 times. She hit him once, grazed his nose, not his ear.
Ear, quote unquote.
I don't think he had to wear a bandage on it to drive home the point, but the outpouring of support warmed old Benito's heart to the point that he apparently forgave her for trying to kill him and sent her home to Britain unpunished. Anyway, 100 years later, nobody cares, although somebody may have been reading a history book. Who knows? There's a whole big conspiracy theory about that. Google it if you're curious. But anyway, it was a big deal at the time. That's not the only reason we're all excited about this month, though.
Yes, quite. So, in this series of 4 episodes, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 in German.
Oh, wait, that's done.
Thank you, Rammstein, for teaching me how to count to 10 in German.
Count to 9, because the last one they say is Alice, which is out.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, why does that always just sound always so, like, not 10? I'm totally not, like, trying to shove through the fact that I'm like, oh my god, am I today years old, realizing that house means out? Anyway, so, we're going to go through...
Say?
What?
Kennedy said something about being an Auslander?
Oh, no, he was a jelly donut.
Oh,
right?
Auslander, yes.
Auslander.
Another very good song. Yes, so... We're going through all the stories in this issue. We've divided up all the stories in the April issue.
If we want to do a tour of the continent.
Randomly, each of us has been assigned 4 stories to summarize in a paragraph or 5 rules. So, you, our cherished listener, are one and only, can also be familiar with the stories available in this April's Zine. And this is part 3 of 4 of that undertaking.
For each story, after we do the summary, we're each going to give that story a tier list assignment. It's the usual tier list formula, so just in case you didn't listen to the previous 2 episodes, F tier means a complete waste of time, or worse, and there were some of those. D tier means it was pretty bad. C tier means it was okay. B tier means it was pretty good. A tier means it was a real banger. And S tier, superior tier, means it was spectacular, like the top 5% of stories that you will read. And if something comes along that deserves it, we might add a God tier. We haven't done that yet this month, so we'll have to see.
Yeah.
Your mom's a complete waste of time or worse. I had that one in the chamber. Anyway.
He's been waiting.
It's been a while.
Joke Marcus will have all evening.
It's yes. Oh, yes. Now stuck with me, all of you. Anyway, so we are telling each other what our tier ratings are in advance. We will be learning how good or bad each other's taste in stories is in real time on the show. And I have a bad feeling something's coming my way. I think it's going to be great fun, and I hope you agree. Oh, but before we get started, Chthonian Finn is just itching to tell you about the first sponsor of this episode.
Itching?
As they say on the glacier load, ding blame tootin'. Bam. Are you suffering, gentle reader?
I
Is
am.
it bitter cold and be thou sick at heart, or
Everything
perhaps
reminds me of her.
mayhap the mother of all bad hair days is afflicting thee day after wretched wearisome day? Well, buck up, Scruffy, because if we ever got a solution to your problem,
At least someone
several
does.
of them actually, but we're talking about this one now. It's healing the unseen way. The
Never mind.
mighty unseen powers
No.
that are yours, even as you will. Let them heal. Let them comfort. Let them prosper you. Do it now. Get your check or money. I mean,
Yeah, how much? How much, Elkhart, Indiana, do you want from me?
right to Aquarian Circle, Elkhart, Indiana. Apparently, Elkhart isn't big enough that they won't be able to find Aquarian Circle at the post office there, but give symptoms or desires, especially desires, name, address, and a free will offering for demonstration and instructions, and be convinced.
Sounds like a cult.
Yeah. Oh, no, not a cult at all. Oh, no. These are secrets of the universe. It can't be a cult. Cults are something other than this. Anyway, for more details, see our advertisement on page 572 of this month's issue of Weird Tales magazine. It is right underneath of the ad for Clear Tone for pimples and the $6.45 32 automatics that like those used by German military officers. So if you ever want to lose a world war, you know what kind of gun to get.
Give me all the flesh-colored cream.
Just
flesh-colored Lugers and 32 automatics too.
oh god,
Wow, they are after they penetrate.
Oh,
I'm just I'm
wow!
just stuck
Did
on.
somebody ever just turn the amp up to 11?
I'm like, we're kind of just plodding along right now. You really need a banger in there.
See, I'm still stuck on Elkhart, Indiana. It makes me think of Antelope, Oregon, and another cult you could write away to, but
Or
wrong podcast.
Speaking of cults,
okay.
All right. Now we've got the bills paid. Let's start off with a quick overview of the table of contents. So this time it's just the second half, the ones we're going to cover today. By the way, we've got the table of contents posted in the show notes for you, and you can find the complete show notes at centuryread.pulp-lit.com. Don't forget the dash. All right, I will start. The first story is titled The Vengeance of India by one Seabury Quinn. A graveyard tale of hypnotism and corpses that rise in the night. It sounds so much more interesting than it actually is.
Yes,
It
I'm
was
afraid that is
wonderful. It was an
true.
amazing story. Almost as good as The Phantom Drug, which is next, by A.W. Kapfer. Document found in the burned ruins of an insane asylum, which, again, sounds a hell of a lot more interesting than the story was.
I was going to say, The Phantom Drug sounds like a Bill Cosby story.
Oh, jeez. Marcus is just dishing up the darkness tonight.
Yeah,
Put a quarter in him.
Wow.
I tried to sober up before I got on the show, but
Mute that guy.
not all the saltines in the world couldn't do it.
So the next one is The House in the Willows by Sewell Peaslee Wright, a good New England name. It is billed as a rational ghost story, which I think means a ghost story that turns out to be lame and it was like all a dream. Or maybe it's an episode of Scooby-Doo. I'm not really sure yet.
With Scrappy.
Yes.
Yeah.
With Scrappy.
One of the shitty ones.
A Scrappy
Oh.
with like a guest appearance by like the Harlem
Scrappy gets more
Globetrotters or
hate
something.
than he deserves.
He really
No,
does, man.
No.
Scrappy
There's too much
ruined that
childhood
show, man.
trauma for me. I mean, literally, we'd be sitting around the daycare center and Scooby-Doo would come on and everybody would be so excited. And then,
Scrappy Doo would come on,
oh,
and all the children would shit themselves.
Is that not the reaction of the Harlem Globetrotters? Come on.
Well,
Yeah, that
the
was a
Harlem
good one. Come
Globetrotters were
on.
the only thing that made that episode tolerable.
Right.
I mean, they rescued it from the.
Yeah.
You know my favorite? Okay, I know I know you guys don't like Scrappy, but you gotta admit, one of the best Scooby-Doo series ever is 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo. A lot of it because of Vincent Price.
Oh gosh, yes.
Well,
Yes.
yes.
Like, yes, please. I'm here for Vincent all day long. Oh, I miss him. Everything reminds me of him. Yes, that.
Does it? He hangs above my writing desk.
Like an eerie tale of a scientist's attempt to pierce the veil. He hangs there.
Yeah, I have a fun story about this. It's the kind of behavior that Finn always frowns upon, and therefore I do it. So, this has never happened before. This is, ladies and gentlemen, this is the first time this has ever happened to me. I unfortunately got stories crossed and read the wrong one. I would have given an A tier to Mentaphones. I really would have. It was even bordering on S tier, but
Well,
alas.
yeah, we've mined it we've dug it up and done something to that dead horse many times for our necrophilia jokes.
Oh, that's true. Yes. So we have
Guys,
Duval's.
this isn't a contest.
We have Duval's weird experiment, and my God, I'm just gonna say it. How many stories have so and so's weird experiment in Weird Tales?
At least 3 in an issue, I think.
Yes, I think so. You know what? I would like mercy. Of course, yes, Marcus. Of course, you got it wrong. Look how many stories all look the same. Of course.
Of course.
But thanks to our wonderful script writer, Finn J.D. John, we have a great synopsis to read from that. Honestly, half the time is better than the story itself. So everybody give him a hand. Well, clap. Anyway.
And we'll call you Dorksome Marcus for the rest of this episode.
Yay!
All right. Without any further ado, let's have our summaries and tier list ratings. So I'm going to start with The Vengeance of India.
That can't be good at all.
No.
I'm afraid it's
All
not.
right.
And I say that as a secret fan of Seabury Quinn. He's not always this bad. I promise.
Isn't that a Seabury Quinn that you did up on the shelf behind you? Pledge to the
indeed,
Dead?
Yes.
Yeah.
Pledge to the
That's what I
Dead.
thought.
It's pretty good. That one was pretty good. This one, well, I don't want to.
Yeah. We'll get there.
My favorite drink is a Seabury Quinn.
All right.
Well, he was an embalmer, so
Oh!
I don't know what kind of drinks he was mixing.
Oh! That's
The
not
kind that would be
vodka.
right
It's
at home.
formaldehyde.
On our podcast.
Yes,
Fucking was it Undertaker's drink?
mm-hmm. I
Yikes.
guess. I don't
All
know.
right.
He probably like neat brandy or something like that.
Oh, I got the formaldehyde mixed up again with my
Doggone it!
moonshine.
Shine, yes.
All right.
All right,
Our
we'll let you get
narrator.
to it.
Told me that was Amontillado. It turns out to be formaldehyde. Damn it!
Damn it, not again. Oh, my wife's gonna kill me.
Oh, God. All right. So, The Vengeance of India starts with our narrator, Dr. Trowbridge, who is basically like Captain Hastings from Agatha Christie's Hercule Poirot stories, only a little dumber and with a medical degree. He's hanging out at home reading when a visitor is announced. To his delight, it's Jules de Grandin, a brilliant and talented French guy who is basically a dollar store Poirot and a favorite character of one Chthonian Finn. Isn't that right, Finn?
Guilty as charged.
De Grandin learns that Dr. T is moping because a Brazilian girl, his patient, croaked on him. No, she did not turn into a frog. We don't want to check what he did after she died.
He is, however,
Now,
hopping around
Really? Are the
graveyard.
necrophilia jokes coming back?
I don't
God.
think they're ever going to.
unlike my last date, didn't come back.
Oh,
They're
God.
dead. All right, so now he has to go identify the body. They find the body unembalmed by special request. And we learn lots of cool stuff about the state of the Undertaker's art in 1926, because as we just previously mentioned, our author Seabury Quinn is actually a funeral director at his day job.
Oh my god.
And this part of the story was actually interesting, if a little, maybe a little too nuts and boltsy, but there was something good
kind of
here.
over specific, but yeah. It's
He was
your
writing a
leisure to work
handbook.
day.
He's writing a handbook for future hires at his morgue, and then he just cut and paste into the story. All right. Anyway, de Grandin figures out that there's something fishy about the girl's death. He asks if anyone has seen strange ethnic-looking guys hanging around lately, and if the girl liked going on walks. Everyone thinks he's nuts. Sure sounds like it, and possibly a little racist. The next day,
Plenty racist.
the corpse disappears out of the vault.
Oh no!
Yeah, that's right. The resurrection men have been at work, or so everyone thinks. De Grandin sets up a sting operation and catches the dead girl ambling around the churchyard under the influence of scary Eastern hypnosis. Ooh. He snaps her out of it. The cops swarm the churchyard and arrest the two suspicious ethnic men. Hindus, spelled with 2 O's, because they were like extra racist. And we learn that this is their revenge for the girl's father having participated in the suppression of an East Indian uprising as a member of the British Army years before. They have a drug that makes folks look dead as doorknobs, not a phantom drug though, so that they can be buried and wake up in their coffins as revenge for their dads committing genocide or something. Doesn't that sound right? I don't know, but that is what happens in this story.
Well, the important thing is we learned all about the Hindus and Hindon'ts of raising a dead girl. So actually, that brings me to a good point. It's actually a real thing. This story is.
Donuts.
I'm really trying to move forward.
How many lines can you cross? All right.
With sprinkles.
And the more casually I say it, the funnier it is.
Shocked. All right. Why don't you talk about your thoughts while I literally clean up my computer? I just spewed my alcoholic beverage everywhere.
No, do you want to? Because what the great part is I'm like reading this a little bit, and now in the corner of my eye, I see that it takes like a second to register on your face.
I'll be right back.
So anyway, this whole drug thing, I don't know how well versed you gentlemen are in voodoo, but this is actually a weird true thing in I believe Haitian culture. It's actually part of the human slave trade. It's they find a victim and they dose them with blowfish toxin or how do you know? I believe it's tetrodotoxin, which basically puts somebody in a near-death state. It's not just blowfish poison. It's this weird cocktail. But basically, it makes the person look dead, even to longtime professionals. So then, of course, they bury the body, and, the slavers come back later, dig them up. And one of the effects of this drug is amnesia. So they don't remember who they are, why they're there. They do turn into zombies. And zombie is actually I believe, Haitian word or Creole word. So yeah, it's a very real thing, and it still happens today.
And not from India.
No, not from India. I don't actually know if that's a real thing. In India, the only culture that I associate it with in my mind is like Haitian Creole, voodoo, because that's where that originates from. But
India was the mysterious East back in the day. This is like the heyday of Egyptology as a science. I mean,
yeah,
you could lay anything on them.
That's where we actually
going to do protest.
Yeah,
close down the Strait of Hormuz.
Oh no!
All right,
guys, come on, let's get this going.
Let's go. All right, we're back. We're back. What did everybody else give this? I gave it a C. I thought the concept was interesting, even though the execution was poor and ignorant.
Yeah.
I actually gave it a D because I didn't much care for the writing.
Those are fighting words with
Right.
Well, no, I mean, there's
Seabury
this
Finn
is-
here.
Okay, I got to tell you, the Hallmark Christmas movies are to your elderly female relatives as this author is to me. I recognize the complete,
Okay.
you
Like
know,
a guilty.
yeah, it's a kind of a guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
I enjoy his tropes. I enjoy them as tropes. This is trashy literature. It's just my trashy literature. I gave this a C though because it really is trashy.
I'm going to be an outlier here. I'm going to give it an S. Perfect.
An S?
Nothing wrong with it
Really?
at all. No,
Or
at
shit.
all. No. Shit.
Oh,
No,
all right.
Okay, serious rate though, I might actually give it a B, just because the actual like drug portion intrigues me on a historical level. Because when was this made again?
1926.
Yeah, the historical it might have some historical accuracy to it because I think they
Well, we sure
printed-
learned a lot about pickling corpses in it.
yeah.
So if we ever need those skills,
Just
Accurate to
usually
at least
people in
what
our
they
line
thought
of work
was going
need to
on.
learn about disposing of them. But we might want to preserve one someday.
yeah,
As a
you know.
souvenir.
If you've recently acquired a farm, it's a good skill to know.
Just don't be
Anyway.
growing fava beans on it.
Yes.
All right. There have been a lot of bad jokes tonight, but I think that was the first one that actually silenced the room.
Yes.
All right, I think it's time for you to add up the scores.
Okay, so this one's going to be super easy. We've got a 2, a 1, a 2, and a 3-star rating, which averages out to 2, which places it solidly in the middle of the C tier lane.
All right.
C for crap.
Oh,
No argle-bargy in here.
yeah. Nope.
Well, you got to get the shit out of your pencil. As who was it? It was Daniel Gaiman said that. Neil Gaiman.
Get the
Oh yeah, I think I actually have heard
This
that
is-
before.
Get the crap out of your pencil. Or somebody said that. He was referring to a different somebody, but you got to get all the bad words and all the crappy stuff out of your pencil before you can write really good stuff. So
Well, I'm pretty sure he wasn't talking about Seabury Quinn.
probably not.
Seabury Quinn was just bringing in the money for a side hustle. I mean, yes.
Well, and I hate to say it, but actually,
Do
it
you hate to
begs-
say it?
No, hold on. This actually begs an interesting, line of thought. How many of these racist stories did the author actually believe in, and how many of them did they write them that way because they knew they would sell, because they knew their audience was racist, because, the times.
Well, I think most of them just didn't care. They're like, well, this is
Yeah.
like, I don't know anything about India. None of my readers know anything about India. I might as well put a story there and have there be like, magical Negroes and stuff.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean,
it was almost like writing about another planet
Yeah.
as far as they were concerned.
it's
but
it's
obviously
capitalism
more
though.
problematic.
It's they don't care what they're writing as long as it sells. It's pure capitalism.
I have a different theory on these authors.
Oh, I like it.
And that theory is that most of these authors probably worked for the magazine Weird Tales. And the boss just walked up to him and said, "Hey, we're short. Write a story." So they write this shitty little story.
I think
And
you're
it gets
halfway
shoved in.
right there.
That's actually.
I don't think that they worked for Weird Tales, because if they worked for Weird Tales, they'd have to pay them a salary. They didn't want to do that. They wanted to pay them a penny a word.
Mm,
Why would you pay a worker when you could get their shit for like
for almost free, yeah.
almost free?
Well,
Well,
speaking of
the
shitty
reason
stories.
I came up with that theory is because this next story, The Phantom Drug by A.W. Kapfer, I tried to look up
Wondering if that
A.W.
was a
Kapfer.
segue.
It was, but it was a shitty one.
No, that was smooth.
A.W. Kapfer does not exist anywhere.
Okay.
Like, I looked for him, or her, or it, or whatever. And all I came up with was A.W. means awful writer. Should I get on this?
Oh, what's that? But maybe it's like that Alan Smithy when they direct a film that they know is going to suck, so they use that one pseudonym that like everyone in the guild uses. Maybe it's like that.
Well, it probably is.
Right.
For when you really don't want your name attached to a pile of shit.
Right. Oh, all right, all right. We'll fight over this one after you tell us what it's about.
This is The Phantom Drug by A.W. Kapfer. And it was awful. It was just awful. This story is the very first episode of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It has ooze. It has science. It has animals going wild.
What?
Unfortunately, you have to look really hard for the ninjas, as they are all hidden. And I'm certain having turtles in the story would have given it a possibly happier ending. This story...
I was happy with the ending.
would have been
Which
better
kind
if
of
they'd-
happy ending are we talking about here?
Not one of those.
Oh, okay.
That's next week with the mummy's foot.
Yeah.
Keep
Or
going.
the
Okay.
glacial load.
Woo, foot fetish. Oh, yes.
This story is about a scientist and his older mentor / roommate who inject a glowing green goo from India into themselves for a trip around Noah's Ark.
Sure, why not?
This goo takes their minds and places them into a body of an animal, which become, they just came out with a movie called Hoppers, I believe, where
Oh, yeah.
you could like infest the mechanical body of an animal and go talk to animals. Anyway, this story was just garbage, though. The main character slides into the body of an elephant, something considered highly illegal in all states except Alabama and Wisconsin, while the roommate becomes a tiger.
Only if the elephant has filed a restraining order against you.
If the elephant didn't give consent,
Yes.
Is that what they mean by the
You need a
elephant?
mentophone. Give that elephant a mentophone.
My favorite part of the Lion King, the elephant graveyard.
There it is. Necrophilia strikes again, but we combined it with bestiality this time. So it
Look at
was more
that.
interesting.
They kind of cancel each other out.
we're just giving it class. That's all.
At that point, it's only a misdemeanor, not a felony.
So they get in a fight with another elephant, and they win, but the main character soon jerked back to his own body, unwillingly leaving his friend in a wounded tiger body next to an enraged elephant, quickly gaining control of its own body. Once he returns to his own body, in his own home, in his roommate's bed, he checks on his friend only to find him flatter than dead.
Oh. What?
This is actually a Star Trek
Smashing adventure.
episode. They beamed him home from the field.
And the red shirt was the roommate.
What?
Yeah.
Wait. That's it? That's the story? Where
That's
the
the
hell is
story.
the document and the insane asylum?
Right. So that part is weird. Like,
What? Wait,
I
Well,
think
the very first paragraph was about
that's it.
a document found in an insane asylum that had burnt to the ground, but the document was fine, and it was supposed to be the statement of this guy trying to defend himself against the fact that they think he murdered his
They think
roommate.
he stomped on his roommate with the weight of an elephant
somehow.
And then when he told them the truth, they put him in the nut house because it sounded crazy. But then why or how it burned down, I don't think is elaborated upon whatsoever.
not at all.
Is it?
Okay.
See, that could have been a more interesting story in
Now
itself.
what? Okay, a mysterious murder happens. See, it's like that plot I was telling you guys. We were talking about Wolf's Head, and we're talking about, a wolf or werewolf in the insane asylum. And I'm like, that would actually be perfect because the reader never knows if the werewolf is real or a figment of the patient's imaginations. Like, this could have been that too. Like, there's weird deaths under mysterious circumstances, and we'll never actually know if it's real or not. Let's just rewrite all of these.
Yeah, or let's not.
That's a
we could
completely
start
different
not-
show.
Oh, wait. We have to do the tier
Wait.
rate list, don't we?
We do, yes.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Do we
I
have-
think there's going to be some fighting.
Do we have anything below F?
Whoa! Oh man, this is where we're going to see the Chris breakup tonight. I gave it
my
a
gosh.
B.
Wow.
Yeah, I thought it was so goofy. It was like the original Anaconda movie to me. It's like so bad it's good. It was campy. It was ridiculous. I had fun reading it.
That
All
makes
right.
one of us.
Yeah. All
Yeah.
right.
So, non-Euclidean Chris, you gave this a what?
A B.
Dear
You're
God.
out of the group.
A B
All right.
for bad, but enjoyably so.
Cyclopean Chris, what is your verdict on this?
This got a D from me.
Really? Gosh, everybody's being charitable tonight. Good Lord.
Well,
What
I
is
wanted to
wrong
give
with
it an
you people?
F, but it
Feels-
had possibilities. It had so many possibilities. I could take a
Guy-
single paragraph from this story and make a better story out of it.
I had fun with
Grr.
this story, and I liked the fact that all of the tension didn't work, so I could just, cruise through it and be completely unaffected by it. And so I decided to give it a C.
All right. We're all over the place.
Darksome Marcus, what is your verdict on this excrescence?
I think I'll make Jerome happy and say that it's a B.
Well, all right.
The more I look at the synopsis, the more I think, okay, like it definitely has potential. But what I mean is like normally the questions of a story would bug me, right? Like, what is this green goo? Like, why are they just taking this? And then I start to think, what if the green goo is just like
Oh, look.
acid?
green stuff.
And they're tripping
Human
balls.
experimentation.
And then it's like, oh my God, they're just like college students, college
What was
rookies,
that?
and they're taking drugs.
What was that 80s movie that it was the yogurt that was killing people? The Stuff? Does that sound familiar to anybody?
I haven't seen that.
Okay.
I know the parody of it from the Grand Theft Auto radio from back in Vice City.
Oh boy.
What was it? Oh my God, I can't remember what it was called, but yeah, it was the yogurt that killed people.
Yeah. We'll have to. Maybe we can do a live watch of that if we get to enough
Yeah.
listeners.
So this story
Maybe
is beating out The Vengeance of India with a 2.25 star average, which puts it
Wow.
high-ish in the
Probably
C
best.
tier.
That's probably best.
Yeah.
This story, at the very least, wasn't racist.
Right?
You know,
You
what is
guys
it they
told
call
me
it?
that
The
we have to
tyranny
take the
of low
racism into account.
expectations. If you can publish a story in Weird Tales that's not racist, I feel like, there's a legit argument to be made that you start at the C tier and just go up from there.
Yeah, fair enough. This is the lesser of two evils. It's brought
You
us
guys
to
were
this point.
saying that we have to take the racism into account, even if it was like that was the culture at the time. So
Yep.
I'm holding you guys to it. There's
Absolutely.
No racism in this.
Well, I think
It's a
so,
B.
yeah, because we're reading this story now. I mean, we can't be like, well, if we were in 1926, we wouldn't
No.
give a shit if they drop N-words all over
We
the
might have
place.
also thought this writing was good, so
Yeah.
without the racism. So
Yeah, no,
we got to hold it all to our modern.
I tell people all the
standard
time, you cannot look at history with a modern lens. You can't. You have to study and understand the culture of the time and kind of put yourself in their shoes. And when you do that, you gain a whole other perspective because you realize, oh, we know nothing.
I
We
tell
understand
people all
nothing.
the time, you can't charge me for that. You need to put the money in the bag and not call the cops. And they don't listen to me either.
Oh my God! Like bank robbers. This is back in the era where bank robbers would like get together, dress up nice, and make a day of it. Like the John Mulaney bit says.
Bank robbers or house burglary, right, Finn? Your story.
Exactly.
My segue wasn't as good as the other Chris, but
What a swell segue
wink.
into The House in the Willows by Sewell Peaslee Wright. a rational ghost story. And by rational,
Not
we
racist?
mean actually a pretty good story that steps on its dick so hard at the end that it falls over and sticks its head in the F tier.
Oh no!
I don't know that I'm going to put it in the F tier, but you know how basically if you write a story and it is wonderful, and then you get to the last paragraph and you write, everybody dies, the end. Or you get to the last paragraph and you write, then he woke up, it had all been a dream.
It's such
Right?
a
That's an
cop-out.
instant ticket to the
I
F tier.
told you. It's How I Met Your Mother, season 9, episode, the last 2 episodes.
Instant. But there are mitigating circumstances here. I might relent. But let me tell you about this story. An old house in the swamp, run down and spooky. It had been unoccupied since its owner was sent to prison for murdering somebody inside of it. Who that was, we're not told because it's not important. But everybody found it creepy. And by the time of our story, it was a common dare at teenage drinking parties to go inside it and bring back a scrap of wallpaper as a souvenir. Such was the suggestion at Lena Erskine's birthday party in a house about a half a mile down the road from the old hovel, and Cal Weaver, who lusted after Lena and longed to impress her with his bravery so that he could subsequently impress her with his... We're recording tonight, so I'm going to leave that part out.
Oh,
Anyway, he
species just got
volunteered
stronger.
promptly to go on the run. And on the way, he got more and more nervous about the whole undertaking, especially
It's his
after he
bravery.
got to the house.
Yeah, bravery!
Bravery.
I
But the
keep
D is
people-
silent.
Got to the house and thought he saw the shadow of a man slipping behind a tree. Nerves, he thinks, and sets about getting inside through a window. So he gets inside, he gets his souvenir wallpaper, but on his way out he sees the shadow of a man pass across one of the windows. Then a shadow loomed over him and struck him to the ground. His friends found him unconscious there, and the shadow watched with burning eyes as they helped him hobble away to safety. Then the shadow runs out the back of the house, trips, falls, hits his head on a boulder in the creek, and drowns in the creek. Well, that was super easy. Barely an inconvenience. We should get Ryan George to pitch it to a studio, huh? So, yeah, the story finishes up with a newspaper clipping announcing the former owner of the shack had escaped from prison and was now on the loose.
What do they call
And
that?
that's
It's
it.
like the speed of plot or something like that, where things occur at the speed that you need them to happen, and then this happens, and it's like,
Word limit.
yeah,
Really, it was going pretty good. I was kind of into it. And then he's like, oh, and then he trips and falls and drowns in the creek. Yay!
Right, and our perspective changes. We see things that are previously our characters wouldn't have known about. It's just like a hard shift when it gets really crappy too.
So,
I mean,
yeah. So yeah, I guess I should go first because and I don't know, man. I'm going to I have this I wrote down after I finished at C tier, but I just can't do it. I can't that betrayal at the end. I'm putting
Pretty
it
bad.
in D tier.
yeah, it's straight up D.
yeah,
Time.
it was D for me as well.
Okay.
Because it's just, how can you? Oh,
The D's have it.
yeah,
They do indeed. It's got big D energy right there.
It does.
Marcus, are you going to rain on our party? Or are you going to join the
Oh,
sausage party
the
here?
D
Hell
parade.
yeah, I'm raining on your party.
Oh, you
What?
Yep. Sorry,
No.
I have to bring a fresh perspective to this.
You better
and
be
I'm
an
going
F.
to. What?
We're gonna fight again.
It sounded like you said no one fucking asked.
Oh, he said it better be an F.
It better
Oh,
be an
no.
F.
I hate
next-
when mommy and daddy fight.
I'm gonna give it Finn's original at a C.
All right.
So the thing I do like about the end is like, yeah, these teenagers see the newspaper and see that he escaped. Well, they're already going to talk about the shadowy thing that was seen. So then they put two and two together and realize like how close they came to possibly getting murdered.
I don't know if we know that they see the newspaper.
No,
we
yeah,
just see
what's
the
the
newspaper.
Yeah.
They have to. At the very least, they're going to hear it around town. It's not like it's a small story. It is the local murderer escaping from prison. And at that point, all the adults would be afraid that he's going to come back.
Dude, here's the problem. Here's my problem with that. My job is to read the story. My job isn't to like spin out new POVs and write a chapter.
Do this
2.
fanfic ending.
Yeah, I'm not
We
doing
weren't made to
fanfic.
justify these stupid stories.
It doesn't say it, but it doesn't not say it.
Okay, legit. I mean, your tier rating is
now I'm writing
your...
a fanfic about the main
I feel
character's
like
mom
everyone's
and the
mad at
dead
me.
body of the murderer.
We'll call it liquid justice.
So, assuming that everyone wants to stand by their rating and that nobody wants to downgrade theirs to F to compensate for Darksome Marcus's foolishness, this one comes in with a 1.25 star rating, which places it slightly above the median of the D tier.
Yeah, at least it's in the D tier, where it belongs.
That's where it belongs.
I should have bumped it. I should have bumped it up. Piss everyone off.
I slay and am content.
Trying to pull up the average.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to do my story now so I can feel better.
The less time
We
spent
are all
on that
gonna
other
dump
story,
on
the
it.
better.
All right. So we have Duvall's Weird Experiment by F. William Sarles. Eerie tale of a scientist's attempt to pierce the veil with mentophones. No, that last part.
Yeah. Whose
You know what?
veil is he wanting to pierce, and has she filed that restraining order yet? That's what we want to know.
If there's half a dozen of these stories that are all titled similarly, why wouldn't the concept also be similar?
Does this
All
one
right.
include goo as well?
So
much glue.
I guess we'll
No,
glue.
it's got rays. Got special death rays or Satan rays or some shit. Yeah.
Light
let's-
particles.
So much
Let's
goo.
let Darksome Marcus tell us about it.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, the story opens with our obviously terrorized narrator, obviously, describing an evening conversation with a group of scientists, including one Paul Duvall. Duvall has an idea that souls are a thing, and they exist in a plane that occupies the same space as the material world, without interacting with it. He hopes to prove this with a special sciencey science ray o' doom that he's working on. The other scientists stop listening and start sneering as soon as he mentions souls. Quickly
Oh,
perceiving...
Jesus! Fellow scientists, be saved with my death ray.
Let me pull down my pants so I can show you my death ray. Anyway, so
Snub nose.
There's no
Wait,
goo
that's-
in this one.
wait, that's ray gun. I'm sorry.
There's no goo in this one.
I'm so dumb. I apologize. Anyway, speaking of contempt, he quickly perceived theirs. Duvall leaves the party. A few months later, the narrator sees in the paper that Duvall's laboratory assistant has been attacked and was found shrieking about a monster, bearing marks as if fingers of fire had clutched him by the throat. Satan?
As sometimes happens.
See, this is what
Perfectly
happens.
normal.
This is what happens when you go poking with souls. The devil shows up.
Huh.
And ignores that restraining order.
Yeah.
Anyway, then the phone rings, and it's Duvall. I need your help, he says. Poor Jacques was rather careless last night and got into trouble. It seems that Jacques stepped into the ray of the projector Duvall has invented, which connects the material dimension with its spiritual plane. And Santa Claus. And well, something nabbed him. He responded by throwing something at the projector, breaking it, and then hauling ass.
Like you do.
Right. I mean, the only smart guy in the story.
Right?
Get the fuck out of here.
Duvall, dismayed, raced to his projector to see how badly his ex-employee had damaged it, and then started thinking about who might be stupid enough to be a suitable replacement for Jacques. and lit upon our narrator, and picked up the phone. Narrator, being quite a thick biscuit, toddles I thought that was in the head, but literally, damn! He toddles right over to lend a hand. Duval flips on the machine. For a while, it just looks all sparkly and weird, but then a horrid form coalesces out of it, and it's a dead ringer for his satanic majesty himself. Oh,
That's
God.
right.
Hate it when I'm right. I mean,
Been
I love
waiting
when
to do that.
I love when I'm right, but also I hate when I'm right.
If you play this episode
Home, Duval.
if you play this episode backwards, there's a hidden message.
Which is who I need right now.
Yeah, we're gonna backmass this whole
Mr. Lord of Darkness, the Satanic Panic series was like 2 weeks ago. We're done with you now. Okay, where was I? All right. But then it looked fearful and looked over its shoulder. Our narrator, who, remember, is a total Einstein, steps into the beam to take a closer look and is grabbed by the throat. He wakes up in the emergency ward, into which he's been chucked after being found scampering about the street and shrieking about God knows what all. Luckily, they thought he just had the DTs and threw him in here to sober up. Back he goes to Duval's lab, I don't know why, where he learns Duval is dead. Oh no. But he's only just stunned. He stepped into the beam to talk to a girl from the other side. A few days later, Duval turns the ray on again to wait and see if the girl from the other side was able to find his childhood sweetheart. She had. Duval steps into the beam. Our narrator, who did I mention wasn't very bright, he panics. Sparkly stuff flies out of Duval's body, and it slumps to the floor like Mr. Bix's Borfin?
Mr. Bix's Borfin, yes. Mr. Bix has his Borfin to fix. It's from a Dr. Seuss book.
Okay. Then a sparkly version of Duval. Okay, who wrote the Twilight books again? Because apparently this is their descendant.
Oh, it's Stephanie Meyer.
Or the Stephanie Meyer.
It's totally Edward Duval.
There we
Edward Duval. So apparently Stephanie Meyer's related to F. William Sarles. Now, wouldn't that be freaking wild if that was the truth? Anyway, he walks off into the ether with the sparkly girl in his arm as narrator belatedly cuts the power. Anyway, he belatedly cuts the power. Duval is left in a vegetative state lying on the floor. His soul is gone.
Couldn't have happened to a nicer guy.
Gerbert, my soul.
I'm kind of reading this going, this sounds very familiar.
Yeah, there's only so many ways you can do these science experiment gone wrong story, I feel like, at least at the time.
Right.
I was just
Marcus, what's your what are your thoughts here? What do you think?
It's kind of all over the place. Because it's insinuating that they've opened a door to hell, basically, and Satan decides to visit them, even though...
But the power of love is more powerful than Satan, because the girl from his childhood scares the devil away.
But can't Satan just come to Earth without a portal? Like, isn't that the whole... Satan sways...
They're piercing the veil.
Okay.
He didn't have the death ray machine.
Apparently not. Yeah, it's just...
We're also assuming that this girlfriend from his childhood dreams isn't just Satan in another form.
Yeah, totally. This is a succubus.
Could be. I was thinking it was going to confirm that outright, and then when it didn't, I was a little sad. I was really hoping.
It was kind of a bummer.
You know what bothered me about this story more than anything else is the stupidity of the narrator. I felt like no one is actually that dumb and oblivious, and it was really hard to take the ride. I mean, the best bad stories take you for a ride, but if the narrator is so stupid that you want him to get sent to hell or sucked into the vortex, it becomes just a waste of time.
Yeah, because it's like, okay, so he has has the encounter with the machine and Satan, right?
And then goes back.
Yeah. I was gonna say, okay, cool.
We have
You nailed it.
unfinished
part's
business, old
weird.
boy. Well, maybe there's
Yeah.
something in the human psyche that craves. But no, I mean, I just couldn't
narrator's-
vicariously inhabit this character. It
I
just
mean,
didn't.
that's a horror trope that just won't die, though. Is like you hear the weird noise when you know that someone's after you, and you still go in the basement by yourself. Like, who does that?
I must
Who does that?
investigate.
You know, like that's not. I try to leave that out of my horror writing as much
Well,
as
I was
possible.
going to say, I
It's
don't
like,
remember any of that kind of shit with our podcasting friend from Jackson Point, but
No,
or he
no,
wasn't
no, no,
from
no.
Jackson Point, but at least, I don't know, maybe he got stuck there. Anyway, I haven't finished the book, actually. I've got about halfway through it, and I was like, this is getting too intense. I need to go to bed. And then, so now
That's good. That's good. That's what I like.
now
to
I
hear.
got to pick it up and finish it sometime when I've got
Now
4
you're
hours to
trapped
spend.
in a time loop.
Yep. So I started out giving this a C, but the more I think about it, the less charitably inclined I am, because I like my protagonists to not be like this. But anyway, okay, let's not. I don't want to go out of order. Marcus, you're first, right? Because you.
Yeah, you know what? D for Duval.
All right.
Or dumb. Like, pick one. Like,
Right.
and it's the characters are dumb, and like even the scientists are insinuating that their fellow colleague is not that bright. Which, don't get me wrong, he's clearly bright enough to make this machine that actually does something paranormal, and then nothing
Everyone in
comes
this
of
book
it.
is dumb.
Or maybe he's just Satanized. Who knows?
He's a
Satanized.
I'm busting mine all the way down to D-. I'm giving this a 0.5 stars because I'm just mad at it for being so shitty.
It's all over the place. It's dumb characters. It's
It probably should be just a regular D, but I'm mad at it. So I'm giving it a half point.
Are you
discount
mad
for
because
pissing
Duval
me
is
off.
technically still alive at the end?
And Cyclopean Chris up there is cackling into his hand and going, I'm gonna give it an A. I'm gonna really jack these guys up.
Nah, we're going S tier. Straight S tier.
All right.
What are you doing? Which
Oh,
Chris
oh,
Christopher is
Yeah.
you?
Okay.
Go, Mr. S.
D.
Oh
Yeah.
man!
Because it was garbage.
Oh
Yeah.
no, man! Now I feel like I read the wrong story too.
Okay, I was gonna say,
know
honestly,
it's
higher
hard
rating
to
here.
do that, Chris, because I mean, you could see the opportunities for trolling were really high with this one, but the truth had to rule out. I respect that.
It's just a horrible story.
I'm actually really glad that I pulled back the veil a little bit and revealed that I didn't actually read the original story, because that means I didn't waste my time.
Yeah, you dodged that bullet.
Damn. See, in my notes from when I read it, I put an A because it held my interest the whole time. But like now, I'm thinking about the story again, and I'm like, it did suck. I think it was because I thought it was going to have a creepier ending. I didn't think it was going to be the power of love thing, so it held my interest right up until that. And for whatever reason, that didn't sink it enough in my mind. But I think I'll give it a C. But
Right.
Mentaphones did so much better.
I mean, that's right. I think
At least Mentaphones had a beginning, a middle, and end.
This just kind of trails off.
Pretty good story, like, okay, cool.
Gentlemen, this has been a shitty episode. Not read anything that was worth our time tonight.
Did we even get
Which makes
anything
me
above a
very
B?
sad.
Well,
No.
except
One got a B. The Phantom Drug swindled a B out of Cyclopean Chris somehow. But also it looks like the Phantom Drug also swindled a B out of Darksome Marcus. And The Vengeance of India, Darksome Marcus gave a B for reasons that I just...
For reasons
There's no
unknown.
accounting for taste.
Don't get me
wrong. Don't
the
get
only-
me wrong. I love me some Seabury Quinn, just not this one.
The only reason I did was because I looked at the whole actual drug thing, and again, I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. I like that it might possibly have Like,
it spurred your interest in a different direction.
it kind of did, yeah. I'm like, oh, I don't actually care about the story. I just care about the history of zombies.
Yes. That is perfectly legit. I do want to let everybody know, if anyone is dismayed by this cavalcade of mediocrity, that there are a couple of stories that are going to get at least an A from me in the next episode.
Yeah.
And we had good ones in the previous 2 episodes.
Yes.
It's not like this. If we're taking this as only a quarter of this month's issue of the magazine, I mean, 1 quarter sucking isn't horrible.
Yeah,
So,
when you draw straws, somebody's got to draw the short one.
right.
Once in a while,
That's
Marvel
us
gets a
right
bad
now.
movie.
All right. Well, I believe it's time to pay some more bills. Whose turn is it
Yes.
to do the sponsorship read?
My turn with our next ad. And I just want to start out by saying great news, fatties. Now you can wash away fat and years of age with Lamar Reducing Soap. Don't waste hundreds of dollars every month on Ozempic or whatever. Quit wearing yourself out prematurely grinding on the treadmill at the gym while everyone hotter than you stares and sneers. Stop making yourself miserable and ending up on TikTok being shamed. Please continue to eat sensibly. No, wait, that's wrong. Eat your Easter candy. All you have to do is buy a bar of Lamar Reducing Soap. All right, that was our intro. Here's the real ad for the people that are really wondering what the hell is going on here. The new discovery, results quick and amazing. Nothing internal to take. Unless you're brave, reduce any part of the body desired without affecting other parts.
Do not wash your child's mouth out with this soap.
Oh, no.
May induce spontaneous late-term abortions.
My child disappeared.
No dieting or exercising. Be as slim as you wish. Act like magic in reducing double chin, abdomen, ungainly ankles, unbecoming wrists, arms and shoulders, large breasts, or any superfluous fat on body. Sold
Do
direct
not
to you
apply
by
to
mail.
penis.
My balls, where did they go?
Postpaid on money back guarantee. Price 50 cents a cake or 3 cakes for $1.
I like
1 to
cake.
3 cakes usually accomplishes its purpose. Send cash or money order today. You'll be surprised at results. Lamar Laboratories, 627A Beckman Building in Cleveland, Ohio.
Wasn't somebody saying something about disposing of bodies? I mean, this seems like this could be an excellent alternative. Actually, that's Cyclopean Chris's joke that I just stole from him. I just remembered where I heard that from.
All right.
That's my favorite sponsor so far, actually.
Yeah, I like that one. I like that one a lot.
So let's see. What do we got on the tier list? Is looking like we had The Vengeance of India, in which Non-Euclidean Chris gave it a C tier. Cyclopean Chris gave it a D. I gave it a C tier. And Darksome Marcus was feeling charitable and gave it a B tier. So that comes in solidly C tier. The Phantom Drug, featuring the flat former tiger. Non-Euclidean Chris gave that a B tier, claiming that it was fun right up until the lame ending. Cyclopean Chris gave it a D tier, which probably is what I should have done, but instead I give it a C. And Darksome Marcus backed up Non-Euclidean Chris with another B tier, giving it a 2.25 star total, which places it in the higher quarters of the C tier. Next we have The House in the Willows by Sewell Peaslee Wright, which should have by rights have been an A tier story. But with the ending that he put on it, Non-Euclidean Chris gave it a D tier, and so did Cyclopean Chris, and I concurred with that, and Darksome Marcus was feeling, again, more charitable, and rescued it from complete ruin by giving it a C tier. So that brings it in at 1.25 stars. which is still D tier, but it's a little bit warmer D than cooler. And finally, we have
D.
generic crazy professor Dr. Guy's weird experiment, which non-Euclidean Chris gave 1 star or D tier. Cyclopean Chris gave it a C tier. I gave it half a star, which puts it halfway between F tier and D tier. And Darkson Marcus gave it 1 star, so it came in at 1 1/8 stars, just barely above the median. Barely above the median on the
You're so
on the
confused.
tier list.
I gave it a C.
I thought I gave it a D. I was certain that I gave every story that we read today a D. Because they were all D tier or below.
They were all pretty dreadful. Yeah.
Don't you mean
so?
penny
That's
dreadful?
All right. Well, I guess that's it for part 3 of the tier list preview of the April edition of Weird Tales magazine.
Thanks again for your patience while we find our groove. And please, if you're enjoying the show, tell some friends about it.
Our theme music is a track called Night Radiance by Maxim Kornishev, and there's lots more where that came from. Look up his albums on Spotify and Bandcamp for more. That's KORNYSHEV.
Our show is brand new, but we are super excited about it and think people will love it. And we would love to get it to people's attention as fast as possible. Can you help? Yes, you can. Just go on Spotify or Apple Podcasts and give us a 5-star rating. Yes, all 5 of them. Nothing less. If you do, I will find you.
We are S tier. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
See, that thing will be stuck in their head. They'll have to rate us 5 stars.
Oh my God, we are.
Or else they'll get mad at us.
Anyway. If you really want to help get the word out, even a 1-sentence review would be gold to us. And thank you once again for tuning in. We're so excited that you're here. And of course, don't forget that this show is part of the Oregon Voices Network, home of amazing content created by Oregonians. Check out all of our work at our website at www.oregonvoices.net. And if you want more of us on any of our shows, because racism, yay. There's more stories of that everywhere. Anyway, if you want more fun jokes and silly individuals, you can check out our Patreon. And necrophilia.
You will get more of that.
This is the only place where that happens. They're going to go on to one of the other shows. God, they're a lot friendlier than they are on this other show. Anyway,
but the jokes aren't as funny.
Oregon Voices After Dark.
It is, really. No, if you love what we do and you want to support all of our staff and content creators, you can go to patreon.com/Oregon Voices Network. And for just $5 a month, you can get unedited content, shout-outs, Discord stuff. Yeah, man.
Yeah, good stuff.
I'm so disillusioned by all the crap we had to slog through this day.
Well, since you're already listening and you've followed along with us through the crap this week, you probably already know this, but you'll find us wherever you get your podcasts, dropping 3 to 5 shows a month, all of them exploring the issue of Weird Tales magazine that was on the newsstands 100 years ago today, along with eldritch poetry, funny ads, and other tidbits of fun published in our favorite pulp magazine. And one final plug, if you are listening to this episode in the year of our Lord 2026 before May the 1st, I am running a Kickstarter right now. It's a virtual author event featuring me. Grab any and all of my books signed, as well as a live Q&A and other bonus content. Visit kickstarter.com/projects/darktidingpress/ravencon.2026 dash. Don't forget the dash. Not a dot, a dash.
I'll put a link in the show notes.
Yeah, it'll be in the show notes. Just go there. Buy my books, please. They're written better than the stories this week. I can promise that.
Wow.
Damn.
Oh, look at the balls on Big Ben over here.
But if you back it, you can find out for yourself.
That's part of the Patreon.
All right, we'll catch you next week with some better shit.
Yes, we will. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.